this is Alex, Chief Strategic Officer at ECLUBTRADING Limited. Welcome to tonight's video. Thank you so much for joining us on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining us on YouTube. Please have a quick look at our disclaimer. You can find it at the bottom of our YouTube page. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you had a decent week in the markets. I hope you are all healthy. I hope the Delta variant is not causing any problems to your loved ones or to yourselves. That's the most important thing, to keep your health and also your mental health. It's not the easiest of markets out there, and there's a lot of frustrations for some of the trades that do not work well. The most important thing is to stay disciplined, to follow the course, and as always, if you have any questions, if you have any charts you would like us to look over, or if you'd like us to help you in any way, this is why we are here. This is why ECLUBTRADING started. It's to build a community of traders that share ideas, that share their thoughts and their processes, and together we can grow as traders and also as people, as friends, as a community. So let's start with the SPYs today. We talked about the big rally that we had from the reversal here on Thursday. This is already the 6th day up in the SPYs, but as you can see, the highs that we make compared to the ones before are getting smaller and smaller. There's a lot of anticipation about the Fed meeting on Thursday and Friday. It starts tomorrow, the Fed, the Jackson Hole meeting you heard about in the news. And as always, there is some implied volatility about the event. There's lots of talk if Jerome Powell will talk about tapering or not, if Delta still poses a threat to the economy or not, and depending on how the Fed sees the developments that happened in the past months or so, this will dictate their agenda for the next few months. So depending on what happens on Thursday and Friday, we might see some more moves in the overall market. All in all, we're above the 8 and 21 day. There's no reason to be outright bearish here, but just to let you know, we have decided to stay a bit on the sidelines for tomorrow at least. We are still involved in some of the names, but for most of them we are involved just in options, and out of options we are involved in call spreads. Like this we can limit our downside because we had a very, very good week, and I hope most of you had already a good week. So there is no point in risking here after 4 or 5 days up from almost the 50th day on the charts. If you follow us on YouTube, all the way to all-time highs. This is a very big move in the SPYs. It's a move of 14 points. So it's time to book some profits. It's time to stay a bit on the sidelines and see where the action takes us. Today we had a bit of a mixed tape. Yesterday we had the meme stock mania. We managed to profit with AMC. We played AMC. I hope some of you played some of the other names like GME or Hood and so on. Today they gave you another trade, but most of them they couldn't push higher. They made double tops like GME and AMC. We talked about this on Twitter. If you want to find out more updates throughout the day, always check our Twitter page at ECLUBTRADING1. It's our Twitter handler. So you can see our updates and you can see the charts and you can see what we are doing also with our portfolios. Also, if you would like to see our portfolio and if you'd like to get our morning game plan and what we are looking at and exactly what you do, please do subscribe to our services. We have them on offer at the moment. They're extremely cheap and valuable. Some of you already did and already profited from them. So if you'd like to do that, just visit us on www.eclubtrading.com and subscribe to one of our services there. So these are the SPYs. Tomorrow 447.77 is your pivot support, 449.37 pivot resistance, and the 8-day all the way down to 445.50. If you have some more positions on, and if you'd like to keep them overnight, you have a strong thesis about them, I suggest you put also a hedge. What does a hedge mean? A hedge means that you keep your longs, but you hedge, so you protect your gains by shorting the overall market. So you either buy some puts on the SPYs or you sell some higher strike calls in the SPYs or in the Qs, depending on the sector in which you have more and more exposure. Now let's look at the tech sector really quickly. This is the Qs. Doji type of candle today, pushed above, had no real force. 375.39 pivot resistance for tomorrow, 373.86 pivot support. We closed below yesterday's high, so we can consider this a bit of a reversal. This is why we didn't take any tech stock names overnight. We just have a few call options in Apple, Amazon, and Facebook. So even though we have FOMO, even though we like to be involved in these names, I know some of you have the same issues. Even though we like Microsoft, we like Apple, we like Google, Amazon, and so on, there are times when you have to be on the sidelines. There are times when you have to keep your FOMO in place, and I suggest this is one of those times. Let's see what happens with the Fed. If we lose a move higher, we still have the options. They're gonna render good results. If not, we knew that we did the correct move in anticipating a downtrend from here. This looks like a reversal, so no point for us in sitting in too many positions heading into the week, especially the video, and I hope as many of you had a similar run as well. These are the IWMs. This was a great trade for us here on this oversold candle. Here we bought some 215 call options. Look at this huge move all the way down from 210 to 224. This is a $14 move in the IWMs. They're above all the moving averages. They're above the downtrend. And today what did we do? We still have the options there for October, and we created a spread by selling the 230s. So in case the IWMs continue to run, we have exposure to them, but we also limited our potential loss. Today we exited Apple and we put on some calls. Why did we exit Apple? Simple. Again, pushed above 150. This was your reversal here. Yesterday when it pushed above 150 and got rejected and closed below Monday's high. And today it had a really powerful down day, closed below the 8-day. It's the first time it closes below the 8-day since Friday. So a bit careful with Apple here. We put on some calls in case it decides to run. We have the calls for the middle of September. We're going to have the iPhone event as well and their new products. We bought the 150 calls. So in case Apple decides to run, we have some exposure there. And we are eager to do some more day trading. We really love to day trade, especially in the first hour and a half. Let us know how you like to trade as well. It's interesting to find out more opinions. Some of you are long-term investors or short-term investors and so on, so we can share some thoughts in that area as well. But for now, we don't like the look of this candle for Apple, so we decided to exit our stock for the moment, and we might day trade it tomorrow depending on the open. Facebook, really nice move from us. For us, all the way from here, reversal 355.07. We talked about this in the past few videos. Today made a new high of this sequence, 370.86. We exited our Facebook position as well, and we still have a call spread. This was a really nice $15 move in Facebook, and we still have a call spread on for October. All in all, again, Facebook got rejected, could not hold above 370, closed below it, so we'll see how it acts tomorrow. Tesla is a bit interesting. Tesla is one of the few stocks above the 8 and 21 day, which is looking very constructive. Today tried to push above this pivot resistance, which was 715.22, went as high as 717, got rejected. This is looking more and more like a bull flag above the moving averages. We still have the call spreads, if you remember. We talked about them. We bought the 650s in here, in the money calls. And on this day here, in this strength, we sold the 730s. So in case Tesla decides to run, we will make $8,000 for each spread that we bought. But we do not have the stock overnight. We want to see some continuation here. Tomorrow, in case it decides to run higher, we might approach this stock as it closed quite well. But it needs to prove that it can stay above 717. And then the next big resistance area is this one, 727 to 730. After that, definitely has some room to run higher. Ford, this is one of the few stocks that we still have. This is a value type play in case value continues to have a bit. It's not a barn burner, it's not moving very fast, it's not a momentum trade. But all in all, there's no reason to be out of it at the moment. Reversal here, and today it went as high as 1328. We trimmed a bit, but we're still long Ford, as it is looking very, very constructive above the 8-day, and it has some room up to the 21-day at the moment. The last stock I want to go over today is Palantir. Palantir looked very well throughout the day and throughout this week, but today some news hit the tape about some problems with their security system for FBI, apparently some data leaks and so on, so we don't want to stay in stocks involved that have certain news, so we decided to exit Palantir. Overall, this was a good trade for us, but this candle here shows that some momentum has been lost, and we have to see if it rebuilds in here, if it can hold above 23.60, and then maybe we'll re-engage it at a later date. Thank you so much for following us on Instagram. Thank you so much for being part of our community. We're looking forward to hearing from you as well. And we will see you all tomorrow.